Why should I care? My hair looks a bit wild. I don't know if I like it. Cause you weren't there when I was scared. I was so alone. I think I'm erring on the side of liking it, and it's sad because I'm going to put it under a wig in a minute. Crying out loud, I'm crying out loud. I think that sounded absolutely angelic. I started off a bit pitchy, but it got progressively better. Hello everybody, it is me, Miss Avril Lavigne, and I am here today with a very fun and exciting little makeup follow-along tutorial. Recreation? Yeah, it's one of those anyway. So basically, I have been very interested in watching videos by the duo Novympia recently. Well, I say recently, it's been since like COVID times, so you know, kind of the back end of COVID. So I'm really interested in this hair as well. So I initially came into watching them because I saw a parody, which I think is kind of like par for the course for a lot of their fans. So I saw a parody of Nigella Lawson, and then I carried on like watching afterwards, you know, like just randomly in bits, and then I was like, oh, I really like these, and then I subscribed, and now I'm a Patreon. So I just got very, very interested very quickly in watching their content. They are hilarious. If you like drag content and like, you know, if you ever need a little pick-me-up as well, I do just think like it's very like that sort of something that you can like have on in the background while you're doing like whatever you're doing, and like, you know, you can just enjoy it. I mean, not to like lick their asses are all, but you know, I mean, I am about to recreate one of their makeup looks anyway, is the point of this video. So I don't know why I'm brandishing this at you. I am today gonna do Olympia's makeup. So at first I was like, I'm gonna do Nova's, but I feel like Nova's is like too far away from my makeup. So I'm gonna do Olympia's first, and then I think next week I'm gonna like graduate onto Nova's. Like, they both look pretty. I'm really stumbling over my words here. But yeah, I feel like Olympia's is a lot more beauty makeup, whereas I think Nova's is a lot more like it's a bit more cartoony and a bit more like drag. I've got the tutorial here. Now, I have noticed that she does some things different now in her makeup to the picture on this tutorial, but we're just gonna follow it along as best as we can. I have already taken the liberty of gluing my brows down, so I can see from the thumbnail that she is. Alright, is this gonna even be usable? Because there's Rice Baby playing in the background. Skip trial, I don't want that.
Again, like perfection, lasting perfection, sheer loose powder, and I'm just gonna really press that shit in.
Right, cool. So first we're going in with a loose powder apparently. So I think she said that she used a collection one, which I don't have, but I have this, so we're just gonna use this. I'm sure it's the same thing. It's just loose powder in it. Although maybe she's not. It looks like it has got a little bit of coverage actually anyway, so I think it's quite similar. So we're just gonna pat it in as she is doing on the screen. Oh, she's been well aggressive with it. Calm down. What are you going through? All right, she's got loads of powder on and it's not actually doing very much for me. Maybe I need to put more on. It's because she's doing it so aggressively. Oh, hang on, she's going in with Elmer's glue stick. 2 seconds, just let me get this done. I think she dusted it off before she got involved with the glue stick. So what's she saying now?
The one that goes translucent afterwards, but it's purple to begin with. I guess it's because you can see where you're putting it better. Okay, so here's what I've learned with using this.
Right, cool. So she's just discussing the finer elements of Elmer's glue stick. It looks like she's just putting it on the brows. I mean, obviously, where else would she be putting it? I don't know, maybe people glue other parts of their faces with the Elmers. Where is my glue stick then? Hello? It does hurt a little bit sometimes putting glue stick on, I find. I think it's because, you know, there's not a lot of meat, is there, between your brow bone and your skin. So you are kind of just smashing a blunt object into your brow bone. I don't think that that's advised medically. I mean, business, my hair's going up. Also, look at this. I shaved my chest especially because I know that she does boobs. And I was like, I'm gonna attempt to draw myself some tits on. But look at that. Look at the shaving rash. All this just for a video. I don't usually shave my chest for a video, do I? I do the bare minimum.
Is I will go lower the beard coverage. You know what this is for. I don't need to explain what this is for.
That's a lot, isn't it?
Tones cancel
Do
out.
I need to
explaining it anyway?
Do you know what? I don't really want to do that. I don't have any beard coverage. I have like red lipstick that I could put on. I don't think I want to do that because I don't have very dark hair. I think I'm just going to miss out the beard coverage. This is crazy. So she's putting more powder on. It looks like that's a white powder as well. I have white eyeshadow, so that's what I'm going to be using for that, I guess. She's used a lot of powders so far, and there's not quite any foundation on the skin. So like, people do their makeup in different ways, don't they? And like, I feel like it often all just comes to the same point anyway. So like, as long as it works, it's just that I've never actually like put powder on before, like putting the foundation in. Right, cool. So she's putting primer on. Where's my primer? Right, I've got this one. This is an e.l.f. one. She's using a Be Perfect, but I'm fairly sure that it's all the same shit. Right, cool. So she's like literally patting it all over, including over the top of her eyebrows. I think she's got more powder up on her forehead than I do. Unless maybe she's just paler than I am. Right, okay, cool. Oh, that were a lot. That were probably too much, actually. Shit. She's now doing her eyebrow coverage with a cream stick. This is a Wet n Wild foundation. Maybe this is how I should do my eyebrows, to be fair, 'cause that looks quite invisible, doesn't it? Usually my eyebrows are already popping out. Oh, she appears to have not put it down onto her chin. Is she gonna put any down there? Oh yeah, cool, she's putting it on her. I mean, what did I think she was gonna do? Like, just sit there with the red on for the full thing? Obviously not. I need to put these sideburns up, I think. Oh, she's moved on to a different foundation colour. Should I put a different foundation colour down here? This is why you watch it with the sound on, isn't it? Oh no. I've just been on Rob for some foundation. Right, so she's putting it onto the beauty blender and then she's like putting it on with the beauty blender. All right, so that's lighter. That's actually a lighter colour. Cool. What about this one? Pretty much the same colour as what I've already got on. Maybe I should do like the lighter colour in the mask of my face because I think that's what she's done. Shit. This is why you should focus, guys. Why is this so melty? Is this alright? Is this off? A lot moister of the foundation than I am used to. Hers looks like less wet than mine does. Maybe it's just because mine's like more of a wet foundation. That'll have to do. You know it's going to be good when you're saying that, don't you?
Okay, so now some white. Some white is exactly the same one. I like these beauty blenders that are slightly furry.
Cool, so she's going in and putting some white under here and then also on her chin, I think. This is my white Meron. You can see it is, it's got an outer layer of my skin colour on. Because usually I just bang it straight on my face. Today we're using a beauty blender. We want to stay as true as possible to techniques. Has she got a blurring filler on? Because mine doesn't look like hers. Hers looks well nice and smooth. Maybe it's just because I'm shit. Maybe this just isn't going to work for me. But I'm not going to be defeated before I've even finished. We've got to get to the end. I'm going to do it together.
So I'm going to take some talc just to set all the white areas.
God, so we're doing talc then. Right, okay. I haven't used talc for a while for my face. Just been upstairs to get the talc. I was seeing my boyfriend as I was doing it. I was like, what do you think? Do I look like? And you were like, you always know it's bad when he does this. He went, yeah. Right, so she's just putting it on the white bits and then on her neck. So I will be putting it on the white bits and on my neck. I mean, it's meant to be quite bad for you to put talc, like, near your airways. I die because of this. Although surely that's not true actually, because you put it on babies, don't you? And like, wherever you put something on a baby, it's gonna be close to an airway because they're like this big. Right, gorge. Look at that. Oh, I'm like an airbrush painting, aren't I? So she's now doing bronzer. Oh, sorry, my nipple's out. Right, so she's now doing bronzer across the top of her forehead and she's doing it with quite a big brush. So I'll do it with a big brush as well. By the way, the reason why today's song was very appropriate was because it's Avril Lavigne, and Olympia loves Avril Lavigne, as do I. I've recently found this out. Well, I kind of knew it anyway because she has like mentioned it before on the channel, on the Chanel. But I knew it because I recently listened to her podcast and she discussed how much she loves Avril. And I've got to tell you, I think we went through like a very similar journey. She's now banging it on the side of her cheeks, which I was hoping she was gonna do because I wasn't seeing much cheek definition on me. She was talking about her love for Avril Lavigne and I was like, she's just like me for real. Because I think we're like a similar sort of age group. And like when Avril Lavigne first came out, for me as well, like I was like, this is very cool. Because everybody loved like, you know, like corn and shit, and I was just like, I don't like corn. She's putting on her nose now. It looks like she's using like a large version of a eyeshadow type of a brush. I don't know if I own a brush like that.
Well, so...
Right, so first of all, she's like scoping out the crease, like the hollow of her eye. Oh, brilliant, there's an advert on, that's good. This is wrong now, it's because of the adverts. I'm not paying for YouTube Premium, you can't make me. Right, cool, we've got a time lapse and she's just going straight down her nose, so that's what we're doing. I think she's got a different nose to me, like her real nose. Mine's quite like, it's quite round is my nose. A rotund snout, some might say. Right, is that what we do? Are we done? Nope, we're still going. Right, cool, so now she's flattening out this guy here and she's like dragging it down. Okay, so that works quite nicely actually. I might have to take that forward in my life. I can't believe that I'm only on this like skin still and it has been 30 minutes of actual filming time. This will probably be about 2 minutes though, won't it? How does that look? My nose looks real long compared to hers. Right, so now she's taking a beauty blender and some translucent powder. Where is my powder? Right, there it is. And she's just popping it over the top. She's using a like deep concealer for her eyebrows. So that's what we're doing. Sorry about that, there's always a car revving in these videos, isn't there? So she's telling me to start where my actual brow is and then sort of bring it up. So she's doing her top line first rather than her bottom line. God, don't she talk? Right, where's the arch of your brow going to then? Right, okay, so hers is quite a short brow. I hope she don't leave them like this, you know? They're not even, are they? Fuck me. Right in the arse. I think one's a bit higher than the other, but I've got a wonky face, so it's just gonna have to be alright. So now she's going in with the white Meron, which is here, to sort of sculpt them out. This'll do. Oh, actually, is that... Oh, maybe that one's a bit better for this. My per paces today. I don't know. Nah, I think I like that one. You don't need to watch this. Why have I done them so bloody thick? Hers are thick though as well. It's all gonna come together. Just trust the process. You know what Aaliyah once said? If at first you don't succeed, try and try again. Now she's putting some black on the ends. She did it with a cream stick and I don't have a cream stick that is black. I do have an eyeliner there. I like I've given myself like a, you know when people put a little scar in their eyebrow? I look like I've done that, but like with colour instead. Shit. Are these just going to turn into black eyebrows then? Is that what I'm doing? Right, cool. So she's setting underneath now with the loose white powder. Do I have a white powder brush in here? Do I have a white powder brush in here? No. Oh shit, what's she doing? Right. Just chill out. I need to set my eyes still, mate. Jesus wept. Do I look like her? I'm gonna do this. So we're just popping his finger into here and then we're just popping it over the top of here. That doesn't do what hers did because I don't think that this formula is quite as strong as the concealer one that I've used. Using baby powder for paste powder does smell nice, doesn't it? Right, cool. So now she's going in with like a brown shadow and she's merging it up into her brows. Now we're doing the nose.
So again, if the top line is fine, you can correct underneath it. That's just like the way I do everything. Pick the brown and then...
Right, so now she goes underneath with the brown again. Right, cool. And now we're back up here doing the eyeshadow. So she's sort of taking it down onto here, I think. So now she's actually taking it out a bit further to her brow sort of line. So she's taking it, this is quite similar to how I actually do mine, to be fair. Like I kind of take it out to the same spot as my, like where my eyebrow tail ends. I feel like this looks like quite soft as this eye. I quite like this. I'm not sure about what my brows look like. So now she's going in and kind of cutting out like her eye shape, I guess, with a black. This is a very intense black, so let's just hope that nothing bad happens here. Oh god, she's cutting a crease now with some white, but eye out there yet. I hope this does look like, you know, because if I've made all this effort and then I just look like myself with like slightly thicker brows, I ain't gonna be happy. I ain't gonna be impressed with my little self. Now we're putting a white cut crease in and it's quite a high one. So she sat going from her, do you know what? Her eyeshadow comes further in than what I've done mine. It's further in, don't be scared. I am quite concerned that she might watch this and I'm just gonna look like shit. Promise I don't always look like this if you do watch it. I'm breathing right heavy because I'm concentrating. Like a fucking husky dog. Where are all the girls in here? We need to get more girls in here. There's too many men, too many men, too many men, too many men.
So what I'm going to do is go into the tear duct and then draw it all the way around so that it's parallel essentially with the crease, and then it's going to kind of like only join the crease right at the end.
You know what, like this eyeliner trick that people do, like they used to do it on Drag Race, didn't they? Like, you know, if you have hooded eyes or whatever. But it's never ever worked for me very well, haven't they? Oh, well done. Oh, I've only gone and bloody fixed it, haven't I? Fucking yes. So I think I've overdrawn it too much, like into my tear duct, but through the magic of this stick, hopefully I'm going to be able to save it. I just thought, can you imagine if I hadn't been filming this? Right, so she's sort of doing a, like, second liquid eyeliner underneath. Ah, cool, and then she's sort of taking it from around here and joining it up. This isn't actually 100 miles away from what I do, but I usually just like join it up into my own, like, so my like top one. Oh, so then she's carving out underneath and between with some more of the white. Right, okay. All right, cool. So now she's got loads of black under eye, which I missed her doing. I'm guessing I'm not gonna go in with too dark of a black though, so she's sort of taking it from there and then just gone for gold. Right, does that look right? I keep asking you as if somebody's going to reply. I'd be very concerned if they did. It's just me in the room. Right, I think I've done that a bit too far, but you know what, all's fair in love and fucking war, innit? Right, so she's just glued her lashes with Prozade, which I'm not going to be doing. If you do want to do it, then, you know, I'm not going to judge people, but I'm just a bit concerned about the safety of my eyes. So she's using these lashes that are like much more draggy than what I have, but these are the ones that I'm using. I mean, hopefully, to be fair, I think like if I sort of position them a certain way, they might look a bit better, so hopefully I can sort of fix that. Right, cool. So she's saying that she's putting them on, so like with the start where her iris starts about here, and then like, I think she's tilting them up as well. These lashes are so dirty, don't judge me. Okay, so now she's putting like two little ones on the bottom. I've got this pair that I'm pretty sure came with a wig or some extensions or something. So I'm just gonna like chop these. Gave that one a little haircut as I went. Toot sweet, toot sweet, the bonbon you blow on at last has been found. Become so many people's stunt doubles this past few weeks. First we had Margot Robbie, now we've got Olympia. Who will I be next? I mean, I've already said that I'm going to do Nova's next, haven't I? So maybe I'll be Nova's stunt double as well. I don't usually wear bottom lashes, but when I do, I must say, I feel quite flirty and fresh in them.
I always found lips really tricky.
Same. My top lip isn't as big as hers there, is it? I need to do it bigger. Right, cool. So now we're on to the boobs. So I'm gonna quickly get into my bra because she gets into a bra, and then I will BRB with my booby bra on. Ooh, that sounds weird. Right, cool. So she's gone over this bit with white. So where is my cream? There it is. Get my cream stick out. She must go through a lot of this.
That's hanging out there. Oh, you'll also want to put some white in the centre here as well.
Right, so then she just sort of grabs it and like puts on some bronzer, and then she just sort of like sweeps it around. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna go put on a wig. So here's the thing. I do have a black wig, but I don't think it's particularly like Olympia-esque. It's like a sort of like fringe, like body wave type situation. It's like a, you know, like a burlesque wig sort of thing, what you think of. I just don't think that I've ever seen her wear one like that. Or I might come back in like the Marcel, like sort of wave one that I made myself. When I come back, I could be in anything, but bearing with BRB. I did try on the black hair with the fringe, and it didn't look great. Somebody once gave me the feedback in that wig that I looked like Kelly Osbourne, and it stopped me wanting to ever wear it again. Olympia kind of never, I don't think I've ever seen her wearing blonde hair. This lash is coming off, which is always an absolute treat. I should have put the Pros-Aid on. Should have done as she said, but I didn't. I've got a little clip in my hair there, which is embarrassing. I thought I'd taken them all out. I've not. I must tell you, I do feel very, very pretty. I think, so here is the thing. When like, because I don't think like Olympia necessarily draws herself a new face on. She kind of like works with her own features and stuff. So I don't think that I necessarily look like Olympia, but you can tell that I've like sort of taken those, like some of the cues from her. Like the lips I think look a bit like hers. I also think that my eyebrows look quite good, which I mean, it would touch and go for a second there, won't it? And also look at my tits. Look at them. Beautiful, stunning. Yeah, I really hope that you enjoyed this video. I obviously had quite the struggle quite a lot of the time during it. But yeah, I think I came out the other side, came out of it a better woman. This eyelash is doing my fucking head in. What do I do about it? Do I just do this? Put that behind my ear? That looks terrible. I'll definitely take some of the stuff away that like she sort of does, so maybe like in terms of like the white here and stuff, I think that were a good little tip. Just like various different things. I also really like the brows, although I do think that like if I'm performing, I usually put them on with a marker, which, you know, is not God honouring, but this isn't anyway, is it? But I think if I did perform in these, they would like be gone immediately, because I'm a sweaty woman, I'm a sweaty lady. I also really like the lower lash as well, which like, whenever I put on a lower lash, I'm always like, oh gosh, look at me, look at how stunning I am. But it's just like, it always just feels like too much effort, because putting lashes on as it is quite difficult. If you did enjoy this video, please make sure that you like, subscribe, comment, share, all that good stuff. It would mean the world to me. And my social media will be on at the very end. It's just Domino Official on everything. So please make sure to follow me on TikTok and Instagram, and also on Threads now as well, because I'm on there. And until next time, I shall see you all very soon. Bye.